last time we say hello and do this random high-pitched voice thing we're so good at. Yeah, it's our last 2 games.
How stoked are you?
I'm excited for the coverage, but sad we're almost done. It's been an amazing event. And I have an update for standings for you before we introduce our guest commentators. There is a tie at 30 points apiece for Team USA and Team Australia, which is super incredible. And the first tiebreaker is number of individual games won. There's only 3 different between Team US and Team Australia.
That's so close.
The US is behind by 3 games to Team Australia. So very, very close.
Who has higher spread right now?
Team USA. So that's the next tiebreaker after. So these 2 rounds super important. The last was actually arguably the most important of the day for them, because if Australia had taken that point, it would be very hard to overcome that deficit. So on that note, we will introduce our guest commentators. Thanks for being patient. We have Chris Lipe and Jackson Smylie here from the US and Canada respectively to join us as commentators.
Oh, it's like the commentators are from the US and the rest of the world as well. Oh, hello.
We are equally represented between Canada and the US here on the stream. It's very Western Hemisphere weighted for the moment, but yeah. Even our players.
So I think Jesse and I will have to rep for Adam here. The other 2 can rep for Conrad.
Well, I'm kind of torn here because Adam is my countryman, of course, but Conrad is one of my closest friends in Scrabble, so this is tough for me.
I'm still rooting for whoever is behind in the game.
And Jason choosing the underdog all the time.
Yeah, although in a tournament like this, there's not really any proper underdogs. It's all over dogs from the top all the way down.
No, I don't root for the underdog. I root for whoever is behind in the individual game and the position that we're looking at.
Just root for chaos, basically.
Yeah, yes.
You are firmly in the chaotic good portion of the character development chart. Have you seen that, where there's like chaotic evil and then everything else, and you have this sliding scale? You are solidly in the chaotic good part of that scale.
Hashtag team entropy.
Yeah.
Lund was a good player.
Yeah, this tournament's been pretty thrilling. Been watching a lot of it at home. Put it on the TV. Yeah, it's been great to watch and great to watch the commentary.
Woo! That's points for us. They are saying we are actually decent at our job. Wow. That's good to hear.
I think the next best after Lund was to just exchange L, eh?
Yeah, I was really wondering what exchange hit symbols.
Yeah. Lund is good.
One.
Adam Logan has got roosted and tornadoes on his rack.
So the 4-1 victory was really big for America last round because I kind of given up on them catching Australia on games, but now a 3-point deficit, like a 3-game deficit, seems pretty surmountable.
It is very, very doable.
What ended up as 4-1?
The US won 4-1 in that round because actually Jesse came back from being down by 111, I believe he said it was, against Norway. So yeah, in dramatic fashion, that swung it much closer, because before this I think it was around 5 or 6. At one point I think it was even 7 games that they had as a difference on tiebreaker, but now within 3, very, very reasonable. You just need 1 sweep or 2 4-1s and that changes everything.
Oh yeah.
Adam sees the bingo.
Whoa. Shocking.
So he's sacrificing 5 points to play it more defensively.
There's really like no bingo option after root. The bingo can only go on like the right side of the board or through the U. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the thing about the first few plays of the game is that there are so few areas of the board open that what you do can sometimes very severely dictate your opponent's scoring chances, whereas later in the game when there's a lot of different things happening, it's not so much. So sometimes giving up 5 points, like a reasonably large number of points is actually worthwhile to restrict your opponent's scoring chances afterward. You see that a lot in the open play of the game too, where giving up 10 points to open short is pretty common. You know, even if you're giving up 3 or 4 points of equity to not give your opponents E's and R's and T's to play through, and not giving your opponent a shot at anything but the blue pairs. You know, those are things that you can take into consideration the first couple plays of the game that maybe not so much later in the game when there's already lots of scoring opportunities all over.
Yeah, and Adam's sitting with a nice rack right out of the bag after roosted. Very likely gonna bingo next turn as well.
Hey, Conrad, dude. He has 4 E's.
That is a lot of E's.
And to answer, it looks like rest of world win. It looks like they're winning the game. The 30 point right now.
Hey, Jackson, not sure if you're in an area where there's bad reception or if it's your connection, but you cut out a little bit there, so I couldn't quite hear what you were saying.
Okay. I'll try to make my... Just saying that the rest of the team cannot win at this point. It's only between Australia and USA.
Hmm. Have we heard any good ideas for Conrad?
No, generally people are talking about Adam Logan's rack.
I suppose for Conrad, he'd probably just play EE and maybe try and develop something. If you exchange, what do you can exchange 4 and keep TEL? Or exchange 3. It's probably not 12 points worse to keep TEELO and play EE next to the ED of roosted or something like that. And you know, try and break out of this little box that's happening that restricts you know, bingo lanes. Of course, you do that assuming that Adam hasn't drawn bingo right out of the bag, but oh well.
Bele, B-E-L-E from the B is another option. I think that wins the sim, but reasons not to play that as well.
That word made an appearance in round 1.
It did make an appearance, actually, and it is a verb. It means to place on the left side of a ship, I believe. The lee side.
Nice. What's the opposite of lee?
Leeboard, starboard, I think.
Can you be star? You can you? Is that what be star means? I mean... Wow, B star can have so many meanings.
Or Bestar. That would be Cesar's nickname when he is playing optimal Scrabble. Bestar del Solar.
I mean, Bele is a... I love Bele. It's a great play. You should play Bele.
It's like the most iron rack I've ever seen. I'm tossed it back.
So he's made an exchange ultimately, yep, and keeping the ELT leave in that case.
That seems quite close to Bele. It's number 2 after Bele in the sim. Good thinking. Given that Adam sacrificed, what was it, 7 points when he played roosted to avoid shotting a triple triple, he'll probably play armoring when checker was only 2 points.
You could play Oregon.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any merit to playing Oreganum.
Might be 10 points
It's a
less.
pretty big sacrifice for a marginally better defensive situation.
It's probably too clever. Armoring is the normal play. And you're still fine in terms of board shape. Yeah.
Armor the Trowler doesn't quite fit.
Chris Hawkins asks, will updates come through to the commentary room as to how the other 9 games are going? Have you got spotters out in the field? I suspect we'll be able to ask Michael Tang to do different things for us, such as find that information. And Adam's
Your
got...
roving team of reporters.
Well, I mean, last time it was Clinchy and Chris May. Maybe they'll make an appearance for us again. In the meantime, Adam Logan's got Ugaries lined up through the RN armoring. And it will remain unblocked.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is pretty much exactly the opposite of Conrad's last game.
Mm-hmm.
Which I suppose if you have to choose one round or the other to have the game that Conrad had, having head-to-head against the Australian team is probably the one where you want to be the bagger instead of the baggy.
Sim and Quackle Sim likes, well, I don't know. Who knows? There's no secrets there. Maybe what happened.
Oh my.
Let's see what he's got coming over there.
This is about to get ugly.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Nice score.
Oh, that was Conrad's rack.
Brilliant play.
Makes a lot more interesting.
101 for Uplifter. Awesome.
We like to see.
So I'm not seeing a bingo for Adam Logan yet. Is there one available?
Not that I can think of. Jason?
No.
Quackle should tell us.
Chris Hawkins notes that there is not one parallel play that's been made yet. Yeah,
Wow.
This is a very spidery board.
I know, it's like no surprise, most open boards we've seen.
Spider pig. Spider pig. That just suddenly popped in my head.
Best play, I think, is Nevi, N-A-E-V-I, in the upper left. That's 36, leaving CIS, which still has Adam in a very commanding position.
This is like the type of board you don't really need to defend against. Like, if you take out one part of it, there's still like 5 other parts of the board that are going to be open.
Yes, Conrad has a blank and a K. A nice rack. This makes me happy.
Yeah, team comeback is
I'm on team comeback this round as
Yeah.
well.
yes.
Meteor and other things like this. This is good.
What did you say?
The thing when it starts out with like 4 bonuses really early, it can get exhausted quickly. But the way that this is shaping up, there's still a lot of real estate to be developed. Like
Absolutely.
it's not going to shut down for several turns yet.
it's
So
not.
there's plenty of time for Conrad to make a comeback if he can start pulling stuff.
Yeah.
Joel Sherman says parallelograms are overrated. With reference to lack of overlaps. We have Mac Miller, our word-finding wonderkind, who suggests Dawn Lake is available if Kidnapper is blocked.
Good finding. We were just talking about how we hate the words that end in APER.
Mm-hmm.
This round.
We did indeed.
Oh, we didn't do a list of all of them. That's time for that list. Catnapper is a word. I guess.
It is indeed.
I guess we all knew that. Catnapper, dognapper,
Yeah.
catnapper, kidnapper, petnapper.
And then Ha-napper.
And then
That's interesting from Adam. He just gave up a ton of points for leave. And I'm not sure if the situation calls for giving up that many points.
whoa,
Here comes
interesting.
Kidnapper.
That's- Like in a, with a lead like this where you're trying to prevent a big comeback, keeping up the scoring pressure
Yeah,
is one of the best defenses you have.
yeah.
And I get that
Not
it's
like
to
by-
bingo while the board's still open, which is, that will help, but 36 is 2/3 of a bingo in the bank.
Yeah.
Also keeping a decent leave. So it's an interesting choice. I'm not going to say that Adam Logan was wrong. Like, obviously he's, he makes these decisions and knows what he's doing, but it's still surprising.
Yeah, I think Adam Logan was wrong. And Conrad is winning! Now I don't know who to root for. There's nobody really behind.
Adam's behind by 4. Ooh,
Okay.
Mac
Yeah.
Miller says Dulcineas is disconnected through the U and the E.
Whoa,
Oh, that's beautiful.
beautiful.
That's
bingo.
that's a cool find.
Jason, Michael's been looking
That's
for the
findable for
game.
Adam too.
So
This
far,
could
this
be
is
the
possibly
game.
the game.
If he plays Dulcineas, does that count as an overlapping play? I guess or is it a...
Kind
both.
of.
It's 1/3 overlapping.
And Conrad's pulled the other blank, which is
Whoa.
right
can play
right on
Taoui.
script.
Wow, Taoui looks good. Yeah.
Taoui, I think, is just fine on his next turn.
Too bad it doesn't pluralize with ES.
Bill Rex asks, how many Maori bingos does Conrad have right now?
Willy Walt.
Cesar just spazzed.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Here it goes.
Here it goes. Here it
Dulcineas.
goes.
Very nice.
That's
what a beautiful
a
game.
world-class find.
Oh,
We're off and running.
I love
You
how
just
he
saw it,
lights
eh?
up and finds a good word.
Yeah.
Wait, the kids phone the neighbors. We're playing some Scrabble.
Where my shrimp says yeet. Very good. Conrad's playing Taoui in
Great
just a
game.
few seconds here.
Quickly.
Nice.
Yes blank or E blank. All right.
Oh, we're gonna get our first proper parallel play.
Maybe.
Maybe, yes.
There's one 2-letter word on the board already. What word do you want?
Ooh, and Conrad has good letters.
Very good letters.
It's a good thing because Adam's going to be up by 100 again.
This looks like the prime time. If there's a way to.
If I were sitting in Conrad's seat, I'd spend the next several minutes looking for a double-double on K column. Like, that would be
so
just the
close.
perfect fit. And yeah, like you have SHER, natural with a blank in the rest of your stuff. Like, it looks like there should be something that fits. It probably doesn't.
Sorry, how would that work? There's no
slungs. That's not a
No.
thing.
no.
Okay. So I wouldn't. So I'd spend as long looking for it until I realized that slungs wasn't a word, which is probably several minutes.
That would still be better time management than some of the time management we've seen today.
Yeah.
HIM is going to be a pretty good play, even if he doesn't.
This game has been well time managed though.
Mm-hmm.
Would you play HIM even if you had the, like Thermos and Taoyuis and or whatever like that?
No, he's going to be down by 100 and doesn't have that sort of.
You probably don't have the. I'd spend time considering it though. It'd probably just have to play the bonus. It's
just
an
a really
interesting
good setup
thought.
for a really high scoring.
Yeah, if you're looking at like a 65, 70 point bingo, or you can score 30 in the blank and set up the S on the triple lane. Score 30, 35, keep the blank, set up the S.
There is Thermos
It's
down from
probably too clever.
the fourth column. You can play Thermos and Sh and ET. And yes, Simon Rosen has just pointed that out as well.
Yeah, Thermos on D column
Mr.
is the best spot. And if that gets blocked, then your him setup is going to get blocked. Or, I mean, it won't get blocked, but it won't set it up. Because
when you're down by
Thermos will likely be
110.
blocked by an 8A play.
Yeah. When you're down by 110, you shouldn't be excited about scoring 35.
So what
in the
is-
sim, Quackle prefers Zap, just playing the Z and the P through the A of armoring. That's 41. That's
Yeah,
takes out
that.
the X spot.
Yeah. That spot is pretty frightening. Zoes also, like, completely exhausts the left side of the board. So there's some benefits to that. But Zap, yeah, Zap makes a lot of sense.
Really good play.
Ooh, he actually is played. So he's blocked some other through the M.
There goes Thermos.
Oh my god, it's another situation where I don't know what the blank is. It could be an E. This is ridiculous.
Send one of your reporters out to
We'll wait for the roving Clinchy Chris May combo to do that for us. And Adam's gotten the X, which will make it a little bit easier for him to weather the storm.
14-point game.
How many tiles are left?
How many tiles left? There should be...
Arian's got you. There's the board and the tiles.
23 unseen to Adam, so there's 16 in the bag. Okay. Yeah. The game goes pretty quickly when everybody's playing bingos all the time. So, realistically, Conrad's going to need to bingo again. Now there's 11 in the bag.
Yeah, it's also time to start thinking about the queue as well.
Yeah, it looks like Conrad just pulled it.
Conrad has the queue, yeah.
Oh, but no T. Cot would be huge under or above Taui.
Yeah.
Or just an I for QI under Kidnapper. Oh, bummer. It's only one I in the unseen to Conrad. 2 T's. But he has some good scoring parallel plays to Codex.
Conrad's got high-end set up
Yeah,
already.
high-end. So, if he does draw an I, now there's, a couple decent spots for QI. Pull a T, have the good spot for QAT. So,
What a big draw!
Keeps scoring and some opportunities to draw into something with the Q, and lots of spots to drop it for 11, so he's not gonna...
He got a U and an I!
Not so loud, not so loud.
Then what did he get? Then what? Even 2 U's. No, he got a J!
Oh no, J.
Wow.
The question in this game is, will the scoring never stop?
This is a good
Didn't
question.
know Austin was here too.
Perhaps he'll be our third roving reporter before the day is over.
Oh, what a game.
Yeah, I think this may be our game, depending on the
It's
end.
too
Wow.
early to say. It's too early to say.
Maybe.
Still so much to go.
Mm-hmm.
There are 7 tiles in the bag, Bill. Trillian says,
man.
this game is so exciting, I'm almost tearing up with so many feelings. Yeah, I would have to agree. This is a very exciting game.
So my first thought is for Adam is like FAE making CHA. That's going to score a bunch. There might be
Also
some other things that are...
in between Thermos and recent play O. Just a sacrifice.
Yeah, I think those are the two
Yeah,
top plays.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something else that... are there any S's out? Or are they all... No, all the S's and the blanks are on the board, so the Ta Iwi isn't a hook.
Could we show the unseen tiles again?
So...
Yeah, I mean, Adam's definitely thinking about the Q, right? Like, he's in the situation where Conrad was last turn, where he doesn't have a T or an I, so if he got the Q and didn't get those, he would have to be playing the Q for very few points. There's not much really he can do about it.
I really need to go Q here.
Yeah.
I wonder if tokens value.
Yeah, Faye is 34, and it takes out what is kind of the highest scoring cheap spot on the board, the CH always scores way more. Whenever it ends up on the board and you end up hooking it, it scores a lot of points to hook it seems. As it stands, Conrad's going to play QI down in the corner, but just that particular overlap. And also row 1, I don't know if there's any big Q play across row 1, any 6-letter Q thing out to the triple. That might be another consideration, depending on what's in the pool.
Yeah, and then we haven't talked about the J yet either. I don't see any obvious J spots. Oh, I guess if you have the J and the O, you'd have Josh. That'd be a big scorer.
Yeah.
Aaron wants votes for Game of the Day contender. Drop a heart in the chat if your heartstrings are being pulled by this game. If all the fieldings if you're exploding with feelings.
All the feels, bro. Bro, mate.
We have lots of
we have hearts.
We have all sorts of fans in this chat.
Like them, heart for Conrad.
So many hearts.
Angry face if you just want to see those. My social media, right?
You are social media-ing with excellent class, sir. This is like an Instagram picture. It's racking up the likes and, well, the hearts, I guess.
Here's a question. If Adam plays FAE, what would Conrad do? Would he play... Like one option would be QAT alongside FAE, because Conrad has the only I.
Oh, Frey. He's going to do instead.
Huh. I mean, one of the other benefits of Faye is you're holding the R for Oyer, but I'm not looking at the tracking, so in that there's probably some consideration there. Maybe that Y that he just pulled, he didn't want to set that up. These things do make sense.
Ooh, Adams missed some of the clunk.
It's not really helping that it's too much. After the overs. Kind of get right there.
But he has gotten the O's, so no more possibility of Josh for Conrad. Yeah, for Conrad it's super, I think, seems like quite a tough decision whether to play Cat or Key.
Doesn't Frey leave 7 in the bag, so if Conrad have a bonus, it's going to empty on the number?
No, Frey leaves 3 in the bag. Could we show the unseen tiles again?
There was another
Probably
turn in there.
The whole game is good.
Okay. That's unseen to Conrad. He has the case E.
Actually, one of the reasons for Frey might be because of the foresight of Kat, and if Conrad plays it, it empties the bag. So then he would have perfect knowledge going into the endgame.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, leaving 3 is definitely a good deal generally. Or just hold 2 tiles.
Oh, wow. It feels like Conrad's not gonna pull this out. But
Quackle's suggestion is interesting. It's one I was looking at initially and hadn't thought through a whole lot, but Ja and Joe and AS on the OS and Thermos is the top of the list at the moment at about 24% chance to win.
basically, you got to pull a Q bingo. You leave one in the bag and pull a Q bingo, and then see if you're thinking that you need to to bingo to win, which Conrad probably does, then you have to play the J this turn and keep QUIET or something like that. So yeah,
just
you'd
to
really be
confirm, are
looking
there
at
3
playing
tiles?
J.
What's in the bag?
BAV.
Oof.
Is Michael getting suspicious this game?
So there's actually nothing that Conrad can pull. There's not like Aquavit or something. No, he could pull Aquavit, but he'd have to fish off JE. And also it wouldn't go anywhere, so...
I wonder if there's any crazy situation you could play Jar.
Huh. There's... Oh man, there's 2 A's unseen to Conrad. It does seem like Jar's ever gonna end. Like if you pull AA, what? And then what do you do next? You have to hope to pull A and something else and leave in the bag. That seems... Oh.
Conrad's opting for Cat at the end of the day.
That's pretty surprising move.
40.
Empty that, I think, here.
So yeah, he's got some time to look at it.
Jill Sherman points out that Cat also leaves the opportunity to draw Josh with an O in the bag.
Yeah. 2 O's in the bag.
Even that seems unlikely to outrun Adams out in 2.
I mean, there's probably
Caught,
plenty of racks
you're
Adam
down
could have
one.
had that wouldn't necessarily go out into scoring much at all. Like if Adam had the BV, it would be pretty rough.
That might be another reason for a fray, is that now, there's an easy place to score 20 points or something with the F next to the triple.
Yeah.
I don't know.
40-point play, in fact, elsewhere.
Conrad still hasn't hit his clock.
Oh, really?
Nick Ivanovsky suggests something interesting. He suggests hooking a J onto Ben to make Benj and Je, setting up Quat, Q-U-A-T, and leaving Cat at the bottom still.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, Je is really interesting here.
I think I don't block it.
He would, but does he have anything that scores that blocks it? Because Conrad has 40-point Q plays everywhere. I mean, can he block it and score and go out in 2 with his block? I don't know. It might be trivial, but it's an interesting line to think about. Setting up the queue. as it stands, Adam would probably just play YUAN, and that's probably gonna be enough.
Yeah, it seems like Conrad can't win given what Adam has, but for all the plays we're considering, there's definitely a range of racks for each of them where Adam wouldn't be able to win the end game, I think. So these are all really good ideas. And then
Yeah, if he
Geo
pulled
is really cool.
if he pulled the V instead of the Y, then it would be really kind of rough.
Yeah. Has anybody found the Adams? Let's say that Connor does play Cot. Has anybody found Adams' 40-point play?
No, they've requested that you take the play off the board since it hasn't been made yet, just so they can see the actual score. There we go. He's picked it back up and it's going for QI on the bottom left instead. Huh. Interesting. All right. And he's missed the V.
Oh my.
Oh, this could
actually-
be interesting.
Oh. That's actually the
'Cause,
best
yeah,
possible
now-
draw he could have had.
BO might have been.
Now,
Given the 3 legends in that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
yeah, if Adam pulls the V and can't go out in 2, then Conrad might be able to steal this.
Wow, this is huge. Huge. Joel Sherman says Conrad is hoping Looney will set up Jivey.
Or OT.
Because Conrad has like Benjin Juba or Jubate or something. I don't know if that's going to be scoring enough, but he's definitely going. He's definitely got things that'll go up. If Adam plays an A and whatever he does and draws the V, then Conrad can play Jar.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Evan.
Interesting.
For obvious reasons, I'm kind of curious what's happening here.
Yes, and it looks like someone just got shooed away from the board. Was that you or someone else?
It was a whole group of us. For the record, I was not alone in this particular case.
Maybe like an earphone.
Oh, sure.
There was a crowd of about 12 people.
For what it's worth, Quackle
Yeah.
doesn't think Adam doesn't think Conrad can win.
Oh, that's
Quackle
not
thinks
good.
that
We
OT
need
or
Conrad to win, or the
Yonks or
tournament is
Jan
basically over.
can all win all the time.
So the feed says Australia got the point versus New Zealand.
Well, so Dave and Will have already lost. So if Conrad loses, this is very, very bad.
Okay.
How accurate does Adam need to be? Like, he's in a winning position, but is it like, are there a lot of winning plays or just 1 or 2?
I mean, he's lined up a
Like,
Yonk
could he
for
mess this
40.
up?
I don't think so, because he's lined up a Yaunt for 40. Right, a Yaunt plays
This looks like a play any valid words
alongside Thermos.
Okay.
He'll draw the V, and then
I think Ayant makes for the simplest endgame. Like, you can pretty easily go out next turn with most draws, it looks like.
what about the V? Because
Yeah.
the V's on the
He's
back.
drawing.
Well, Vial...
Is there anything outside
Vial
of Vial?
and spots.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe Vial gets blocked. Is the V what's actually in the bag?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And
We have
Adam
lots of
knows
people
that
joining us in studio.
Who's on turn?
It's Adam's turn.
Hello, all of Australia.
Cesar, that is correct. It is up to Conrad here. Otherwise, it would be not a point. It's Adam's turn.
Conrad?
The entire tournament has filed into the media center there.
We not have many people in this room.
Yeah, basically everybody relevant in the tournament.
You guys like 8-man.
Wait, so did one of you 4 lose? Or did 0 of you 4 lose?
You have me at 8 man.
Oh, you lost to Nigel, of course.
Oh boy. Oh, Log, it was your turn. The information was true.
So Adam's got Tav.
Did you draw?
You did Looney.
Did you draw an ad? Really, that's unassailable.
Yeah.
TATT players.
What are his letters?
Conrad's got Jubate and an A, and then Adam's got Tav.
Oh, he gets a V?
Yeah, he pulled a V.
That in? That year? Yay!
The VAT.
Is that
Ah.
What is that?
He's got Tav and Bent.
It's gonna be a 2-point game.
Teresa lost. Oh shit.
Oh, to Jesse? Oh.
Oh no.
So if Adam plays a phony,
It's the decider.
Yeah.
if Adam plays a phony, we win the match.
Conrad.
Block. He can block, right?
Yeah. Where's the out?
It's
Bent.
Bent.
Oh, he can't score enough and block that.
How sure are you? He's got the J for Benj.
Well, Quackle thinks that this line loses by 2.
Yay. That's good.
Wow. Adam can't really screw it up. Like, his end is pretty simple.
Come on, loggy.
The microphone here is being broken and obnoxious.
Yes.
I wonder if
Well, let's ramp it up a notch.
do you think? No, never mind.
What happens if Conrad plays Baju? It just doesn't score enough? Oh, sorry, no. Forget I said that.
Try Juba.
Juba, yeah. What's the riposte against Juba?
And Benj.
Juba would give it Tava.
It sets up a bet.
Tava.
Oh,
Tava
right.
goes out, yeah.
Right. Good.
Jute might.
They're both pretty low on time, but a minute
I
and a
can't
half.
even see the outplay that's had on my end today.
Using
Bent
all
Tav
the-
and Bent.
David Eldar is currently cheerleading for
That-
Adam.
The
Can we get a
genius
camera on
isn't gonna
that,
do it.
please?
Please don't phone.
AL phone home.
It's looking pretty good for the dream team here.
Why are you calling them that, traitor? You're bad for
Using the
America.
title that they used.
Why didn't we get it on the shirt, Chris?
Dream team. Next time.
Pretty sure that America owns the trademark of the words Dream Team. You can't have that.
I'm pretty sure you don't. But doesn't someone actually? Oh no, it's not because we didn't do it in a row. If someone does own the rights to three-peat.
Oh yeah, that's the Lakers. Yeah.
So we're 3 from 3 when
Conrad didn't
we've
even
competed.
play Jute anyway.
Assuming Logan
Looks
doesn't.
like he might have missed bench.
Did not.
Juba.
Tube.
Okay.
Blocking the outs.
Yeah.
Keeps.
What's his out?
He's kept AJA, right?
Jar.
A jar.
Jar.
May I suggest?
Oh, a jar.
Var.
He's got Jaffa at the top as well. That's why.
Joe.
Oh, Jaffa and a jar, man.
Very good.
But Tube doesn't score enough.
Nice play.
You can play VAR and
All right, so will Adam go over on his clock by like 3 minutes?
Play VAR, my good friend.
Oh, VAR blocks. Okay, yeah.
Adam's 25 up to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who
Just
is
play a word.
Trillion
Yeah,
55?
play a
I
word.
like
That's a good
them.
strategy.
Do it.
Is it happening?
It happened.
Yeah.
So you were how many games ahead of us?
3.
And so now you'll be 4.
We've won 4-1 that round.
Ooh.
We go.
If there's a tie, if we win 4, if we go 5-0 and you go 1-4, we're ahead on the next tiebreaker, which is spread points.
That's true.
Wait. What? Wait.
So yeah, like if you go 1-5 and we go 4-1.
But if we lose the next game,
All right.
We'll just have to win one round. Hopefully 5.
I'm hoping they choke. They still could.
we're not chokers.
We're not what?
I'll be back later, guys. Not over yet.
Oh man.
90%.
9%.
Well, there's still hope for America.
I need to consult the actual standard.
Even if it's
Who's gonna be on stream for the last round?
It'll be Eldar and Logan, and Ganesh just came in with a big smile on his face because he did win his game, so that means you have clinched the title for individual, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Almost.
Congrats.
Yeah, you clinched by winning. Chris and Jackson, thank you so much. Kumar is about to pull the plug, and then we're going to switch commentators for the last round. Appreciate having you both on.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right, I don't hear Jackson, so I'm guessing he's already taken off. Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
Adam, I blew it.
Good luck.
I missed the J.
Don't stop
It's
yet.
only it's a 2-point loss. They ran it.
So I still lose?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me half your
Is it still on it? I didn't stop too.
Okay, so wait, so
That's what I feel better if it's not enough. I saw Yaba.
It's already been through Conrad. She's -2.
26, so you're down by 39, and you're down by 13. You're down by 13. So this gives me 18.
Oh, I'm still down 13.
Yeah, it's down by 31. Yeah, so what do you
Okay,
have?
so it's -2.
Wait, sorry. Oh, yeah, but
I saw Yaba.
Yeah.
I didn't see I saw your outplay.
yeah, so it's -2. Yeah.
You want me to swear over you?
No, I don't. I'm fine with not swearing.
So am I.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so I was just going to cover quickly, just for those who couldn't hear. We had the microphone on the top table turned on for a few minutes, and Conrad thought he had blown the endgame once Ben just pointed out to him, but Eldar, who of course was in here watching with us, let him know that he still would have lost by 2. So he was relieved that he didn't actually blow it in the end. Conrad talked about seeing all the outs for Adam, such as Yaba and Looney and all the possibilities. So yeah, just in that case.
I think that's gonna help him in his last game.
Yeah. Not much else
Man,
to do.
I have
It
no
is-
voice left. Oh, I wish I could have watched all these games.
Yeah, it's been a really good
Man.
day, and this is possibly our game of the day. This last one, a disconnected 9 is beautiful, and some big plays from Conrad as well. It's really hard to argue with the quality of that game played there.
Man, when my boss told me my staff meeting was tonight, I was like, "Can you change it?" He's like, "What? You're going to a tournament? Are you going to a tournament?" I'm like, "No, but."
So they're
Please
like,
change
why?
it anyway.
Yeah, this was an outstanding game this last round. My vote for game of the
It looks
tournament.
amazing. Like, look at all those bingos.
Yeah, for a while there were actually no parallel plays. It was a very beautiful spider configuration for the board. And yeah, Lucas, there are lots of games uploaded across tables. There have been annotators at all the boards writing down the moves and putting them in, so peruse through and enjoy as they continue to get uploaded to cross tables. They're probably putting in a bunch from the last round, even now as we speak.